We will just this time ask you to choose your strategy. What strategic position do you want to take with your business? I have been referring to the two strategies since I've been explaining the slides, and those ones were now either cost leader or tech leader. Okay, so how these strategies are different. After comparing these two strategies, you will be empowered to choose what strategy you want to pursue. It could either be cost leadership strategy or technology leadership strategy. Okay, this is how they are different. Price. If you choose to be cost leader, you will be expected to charge less. Okay, but if you want to be tech leader, you will be expected to charge more. You can now remember from the market research the price range. The price range, if you can remember, was given to be 400 to 600, which means if you are too cheap, you could charge 400. If you are too expensive, you could charge 600. Anything in the middle, it's fine. If you are cost leader, you will not be recommended to charge less than average. In this case, the average price will be 500, which means if you want to be a tech leader, you should be charging between 500 and 600. But I'm not saying don't take a risk and charge more than 600. That will be your risk to take. But make sure that if you want to charge above 600, make sure that you have really developed your product and make sure that your product is really of superior quality. If you want to be cost leader, it's recommended that you charge below 500, which is your average price. But maybe don't charge below 400 because otherwise you might sell at a lowest price. But if you know your production and selling costs and developmental costs are less than 400, you could charge 400. Okay? Then you have sales. In terms of sales volumes, cost leaders are expected to sell more units, okay, than tech leaders. Tech leaders are not expected to sell in big volumes because they will be expensive. Maybe not so many people would be able to afford their products. Profit by item. If you sell only one surfboard, if you choose to be cost leader, you will make less profit per item. But with a tech leadership strategy, your profit per item is expected to be more. And that's how you're going to make profit, because you will not be able to sell more. Then you should be able to charge more to get a high profit margin so that you can be profitable. Market share. Who is likely to attract more people to their shops? With the total demand estimated to be between 700 to 800 according to the market research. So the market share for cost leader is expected to be ranging from 18% to 25% of the whole market. And the tech leadership market share is expected to be ranging from 10% to 10% of the total market volume. So the cost leader are likely to attract more people to their shop. They are likely to have a bigger market share in the market as compared to the tech leaders. Marketing costs. Marketing is about getting your company known. It's about creating awareness. Whether you are cheap or you are expensive, whether you are cost leader or tech leader, you are required to create enough awareness. That's why they will all be expected to invest more in marketing. So the trick is, if your company is not well known, you will not be able to attract more customers to your shop, and that will impact your sales because you will not be able to sell more. So that's why you will need to create enough awareness to make sure that you attract people to your shop. R&D costs. R&D determines the quality of your product. So I would say at this point, the quality of your product in terms of this simulation is not referring to the durability of your surfboard. It's not about how long is it going to last. It's about what extra features or what extra features do you have on your surfboard. Is it just a plain surfboard? It's a surfboard maybe with a shark detector, maybe with an electrical motor that helps you to surf, maybe even if you are not, if you don't have maybe good waves. So that's what quality means in this case. How exclusive will be your surfboard? So the R&D costs helps you to make your product more exclusive. So if you are a cost leader, you are not aiming to sell an exclusive product, because that will end up costing you more, and then it will force you to charge more and you will deviate from your strategy. That's why your investment in R&D should be standard. But investment in R&D for tech leaders, if you choose to be tech leader, you have to invest more so that you can now include more features, more branding, more extra stuffs that can come with the surfboard. Maybe a leather bag, maybe some polish brush that you use to make sure the surfboard is polished, all those extra things that you can think of. Okay? Then we have technology leader or technology index. The tech index for cost leader is expected to be standard, okay? And for the tech leader is expected to be extremely high, okay? What is a technology index? Technology index is your accumulated R&D costs, which means the more you invest in R&D, the more tech index you get. Okay? Remember, you have 6 periods to invest in R&D. All the investments you make from the first to the 6th period will be accumulated, and the accumulated technology or R&D investments will give you your tech index. Okay? So you are expected to improve your tech index period after period, because you will be also perhaps increasing your price period after period. So when you charge more, make sure you invest more in R&D, and that gives you a high index. Otherwise, if you charge more and your tech index is not strong, customers will run away because you are selling poor quality product for so much money. Then you have location and setup of premises. For cost leaders, they are likely to go for the cheapest property, and for the tech leader, they are likely to go for much expensive property as compared to cost leaders. You can remember now the 3 properties you have. Property A, which was rated at 10,000 rand, property B 7,400 rand, and property C 4,500 rand. So if you want to be a tech leader, probably you could either choose either property A or property B. If you want to be cost leader, it's a good idea and it's recommended for you to choose property C because it's the cheapest. At the end of the day, who makes the highest profit? So all strategies can make the highest profit. It depends on how you incorporate these elements. For example, you can say, okay, I'm cost leader, I will charge less, but I invest more in R&D. So it means then, if you charge less and you invest more in R&D, you are likely to make too small profit margin, or you are likely to sell at a loss price. Then you don't make profit. Okay? Or maybe you could say, I'm cost leader, I'm going to charge less, but I will not market, okay? Because I'm cheap. So you still have to tell people you are cheap. You have to make an influence. Okay? So the incorporation of these elements will make a good recipe for you to be profitable. Try to stick to your strategy so that you can be profitable. If you have questions on these slides, note them down and ask them during our live session.